Good evening. As Annette said, my name is LLoyd. I'm with the California Building Industry Association. And the position that I hold this year is actually vice chair. That's not a paid position. This is a volunteer organization for which I believe in, and I've been involved for about 20 years with the Building Industry Association. And we are interested in shelter for people of all walks. And our goal has always been to try to provide a safe environment for shelter, providing housing for people. And obviously we get the big D on the chest, and sometimes we're the target at all your city council meetings and boards of supervisors. But when I was asked by our CEO at the time if I would be interested in attending and participating in the Fort Baker Summit on sustainability, I said, well, geez, I am eager and please sign me up. I didn't know what I was getting into, but I had an interest in sustainability because I saw sustainability as a bright light, an opportunity to act as a catalyst for changing our governance structure and, in essence, our culture. The process that we live within at this point in time is, I think, easy to say, it's dysfunctional. We're not getting what we want. The population is not getting what they want. And we're in a state of crisis as far as I'm concerned at this point in time. But sustainability has the promise of a bright future for us, but at present, things look pretty bleak. Let me give you some information. Since 2000 to 2007, manufacturing jobs in California have gone down by 31%. To translate that into dollars and cents, if we had the same employment base in 2007 as we do in 2000, or did in 2000, we would have $95 billion more in personal income. We would have $101 billion in increased production output. That's a big amount of money. That money could obviously be used to fund a lot of things in California, particularly a deficit budget. But that's not what we're facing with today. Today we have a situation where we're going down fast. And what we need to do is we need to change the process. What is in our future? Well, business as usual is not good enough. And of course, a system based on winner take all, which has been the paradigm that we've all been existing under for a long time, simply is not functional. And it is not going to get us out of where we need to go. So business as usual, the winner take all, is an old model. And the new model is something that we have the ability to create. The sustainability agenda gives opportunity for balance, and that is to look at the costs and benefits in a rational, equal-weighted fashion. Gives us the opportunity to think positively about outcomes, and also from the social equity standpoint, it probably gives us more of an opportunity to spend time focusing on how do we equalize opportunity within our communities. And as builders, we certainly build communities. And as the agenda goes forward, we're building, obviously, out of regulation, and because sometimes builders aren't always self-motivated to do what's right. But out of regulation, we have had an opportunity to really take a hold of opportunity and create something better. Now, why I like sustainability, and particularly from a leadership standpoint, is that business, the way we've done business in the past, simply isn't going to carry us on into the future. Sustainability is a simple and beautiful concept. Simple in simplicity's sake, it seems like, God, there's got to be something more complex about it. But if you really think about it, it's getting rid of the partisan bickering, it's getting rid of the sides that line up to oppose each other, and really taking the opportunity to sit down across the table and work out what is best for us. And that is really where we need to go. Now, as I might be a little bit off the reservation from my builder group, but I believe as we go forward, what we need to do is be thinking about how it all integrates. And frankly, I look at sustainability as the vehicle to provide more housing for people, because sustainability will give us the ability to stop warring with each other about what the benefits or the impacts are going to be, but rather about what is it that we really want to accomplish. So going forward, the actions and activities that we all engage in to raise awareness around sustainability is really where I think the key to our future from California lies. I'm a native Californian. I've been here all my life. I love this state, and as Dan Pellissier said at a conference the other day, he was so, he believes in the great future for California, and he's the energy, I think, undersecretary for Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I too believe that there's a great opportunity, but not if we don't change the way we've done business in the past. So moving forward, I encourage all of you to put your shoulder to the wheel, think more about how we can drive the sustainability agenda to break down the barriers to progress, get out of a regulation is the only way mentality, because it has cost us dearly, particularly if you consider the concept of affordable housing. There is no such thing as affordable housing. You can't burden new home buyers with the cost and expense for providing housing for low-income people, because you, as the buyer of the market rate house, are paying a premium. So your affordability goes down, and then accessibility to affordable housing also goes down. So we need to look at ways to provide a constant source of revenue for affordable housing. We have, I think, I'll give you a little story here. The California Association of Realtors has fought us endlessly on the idea of a transfer tax. When you sell a piece of property, a small portion goes towards a fund for affordable housing. It's society's issue. It's not your market rate housing building. If you can produce a form of revenue, call it like a gas tax, something like that. Something that's easy, that costs you very little each increment that you pay, but the benefit is huge. And we can build housing. But I'm going to tell you right now, a $300,000 house costs, if you can build a $300,000 house, with the fees and the infrastructure and the expenses, the soft costs, that requires an income of $55,000. Does everybody do that? I don't think so. Right now, the jobs that we have lost in manufacturing, those jobs on an annual basis were a job of about $69,000 per year per employee. We're replacing those jobs with a job at $43,000 per employee. Now, you need a couple of those to get a modest house. And when I say $300,000, I know the numbers. It's easy to cost $300,000 when you simply have a land cost of $20,000 a unit. The costs are incredible. And where we're going from here, I mean, California, the need is around 220 to 240,000 units per year. This year, we might build 30,000. That is about 15% of the need. And let's say that in 2005, we built 220,000, but we built those on air. We didn't build them from a sustainability concept. You know, people got into houses that didn't deserve to get into houses. So now what we see are people losing those houses, and now they're doubling, tripling up in houses today. So it becomes a problem. So together, I think we have the opportunity to make a statement and make progress. Get rid of the old way and start on the new way towards sustainability. And thank you very much for including me in the process. I really appreciate it, and it's been a wonderful experience.